welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Quince Week. It is day number 4 and today I'm going to be answering your Quince questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. You should definitely follow me at Taking on Giselle if you don't, because I will be doing more in the future. I thought we could just sit down today and just have a chill video and discuss, just help each other out, give you my input on things. So let's get started.
Si estamos los dos, yo pongo mi voz, tú dame la música y te canto esta canción. Oh, oh. En esta Navidad yo te regalo el corazón.
Oh my gosh, just really quickly, I just got to listen to Danny Ocean's 2 new songs and they are so good, you guys. I love them just as much as Me Rehuso. Have you listened to them? Let me know what you think of them because I just think they are amazing.
Acércate que quiero decirte esta canción, baby. Tú tienes algo que me atrapa esta noche de farra.
So good! A lot of you guys asked me questions that are related more to me and not really Quince, so I think I'm going to be doing a separate video. exo._Sarah_.exo. How did you deal with your nervousness the day before your Quince? I will say that I definitely did not go to sleep that early that night. I was very excited and I was like talking with all of my friends like, oh my gosh, it's tomorrow. You just have to tell yourself everything's gonna be okay. You did everything you could in your power to make it as best as it can be. Try not to practice last minute or stress out yourself last minute. It is supposed to be a day where you kind of just take it easy and slow. Ease your mind, take a bubble bath, really take that time for yourself. This one is the one I kind of wanted to focus this video on, and it's by Areli de Casas, and she said, okay, so I'm going to give you my Quince problems that I'm dealing with now. Actually, I have 2. So this girl said that she wants to be my dama, and I said yes because she was one of my best friends. But the problem is she doesn't like 3 of my other damas, and she's being mean to them and ignoring them, and I don't want them to be mean and tell her no because she will use it against me, and I feel like she will ruin everything. How do I tell her no? And also, story 2, OMG, I'm filled with problems. So I asked my friend to be my chambelan, and then he said okay, but he needed to ask his mom first. And today he was walking towards me, and he said hi, and I freaked out and put my head down and walked away. And then he said, dang, because I think he thinks I'm mad, and I'm super shy to clear things out because I have a small crush on him. What should I do? I was giggling so much at this question because I can relate on so many levels. Dama drama, which is definitely a thing, and my quinceañera, I did start off with damas, but in the end I only had chambelanes, and it was just so stressful having to organize so many people. It wasn't necessarily because of anything that happened, but I was in a quinceañera where there was like some drama between the girls, and that is totally normal because when you put yourself in an environment like that with a bunch of girls where it's stressful because, you know, sometimes you don't get the steps right and all this stuff, sometimes, you know, sometimes stuff does happen, and I do believe you can work through it. But the fact that she's being mean to your other damas, like, that is definitely like not acceptable. You shouldn't tolerate that. Talk with her, and I know it can be hard and super awkward, but honestly just talking is the best thing you can do in those situations. I was so shy back then. I was horrible at confrontation. There was one guy that I had to take off from my group because he was not showing up to practices and all this stuff, and I wish I hadn't done this, but I did ask one of my chambelanes to tell him like, hey, like, you're not in it anymore. And it sounds so bad, and I really wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have just been very straightforward and told him like, hey, I just think this is for the best. I see that you aren't showing up to practices. I understand you're busy. Yeah, it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. You guys are still gonna be friends. Try and talk to her first. See if she can change that. Ask her to be respectful towards the other people, that we're all in this together. And if she says okay, she understands, she's gonna do better, then that's perfect. But if she says that but she still continues being rude and disrespectful to them, definitely just say like, I'm sorry, do not be mean. Just say thank you so much, but you know, this is, I think, what's gonna work out for the best. And about the guy, I feel like this is so me. That's something that I would do. I think just the best thing to do is you go up to him first this time and be like, I'm so sorry about that. I just got nervous or I got distracted, something. Just say, do you know yet if you can be my chambelan? You have to put all that fear behind you just for a few seconds. Tell yourself you are gonna do this. You're gonna go up to him. You're gonna talk to him, and you have to tell yourself, I am not scared. And just go for it. That's sometimes the best thing to do. Not even think about it and just go for it. Yeah, that definitely helps a lot because now that I think about it, that has gotten me through a lot of situations. Jocelyn125 said, can you help me with my purple ombre theme? My damas are gold and I don't know what to do. I love this theme, by the way. Ombre, that's a really cute theme. My damas are gold, so purple, ombre, and gold. Those colors are very beautiful together. I really like that, and I think they work out really nicely. So anything that you do, as long as it's kind of like half and half of both colors, I think it's gonna work out. Mireya Celeste 16 asked, how long did it take to plan your quince? I think I said maybe 6 months in a past video, but I think if I remember correctly, I decided I wanted it at the beginning of the year, late January, and I had it in August, so it was maybe around 7 months. And that is pretty tight because normally you start planning way before, at least a year. That's what's recommended, at least a year of planning. I'm gonna go ahead and answer a few more questions from my YouTube video. This one is by Estrella Dominantes, and she said, how to make your chambelanes know that you're serious about practices. I'm gonna be choreographing my own dances because it's my dream job and I want to have fun, of course, but I also want to get stuff done. When you ask them if they can be in your quinceañera, ask them in person. I think that makes things way more official and way more like mature about it. Instead of like texting each other, they're not gonna take it as seriously, so tell them in person. And another thing I would say is to have like snacks or food and be like, okay guys, we're gonna practice for 1 hour straight or 30 minutes, 45 minutes. After this, we're gonna take a break and have some delicious food waiting for them, and I think that'll keep them motivated. Okay, and this one is by Sara Vaginas. What do you do after your quinceañera? Because I literally just had mine and I feel like I have nothing to do. By the way, I love you and you're so pretty. Thank you so much, Sarah. I understand that completely because you're focused on something for so long, and then once it's over, it's like, okay, what do I do with my life now? My life has no purpose. Focus on school, that's very important. Focus on your grades. Focus on your friends and your family. What I try to do, you're in school 5 days a week, so I take that for school, but I try and at least have 1 day of the weekend dedicated to my family, and then the other day of the weekend I'll focus it on my friends or going out or doing something. But I do believe in having that 1 day of the week where you just go out with your family, so I try and do that. That was one of my resolutions. I'm gonna do it again this year. Another thing that you can do is focus on a hobby, like a club or a sport, or you know, it sounds cheesy. And yeah, I guess that you can also get a job that will take up your time, and then you can also earn some extra cash, so that's another idea. That's all the advice that I have. Yeah. Around what time do you wake up on your quince day? Do you have to be picky when it comes to who does your makeup? About how many people do you recommend to be in your court? By the way, love your videos. Thank you so much. I would say around 7 o'clock, 7, 8, because it's going to be a really busy morning. You have lots of things to do. You have your mass, you have so many things, and you have to be picky when it comes to who does your makeup. Yes, because these are the pictures that you're going to have for a lifetime, so you want someone who does your makeup good. Make sure you have a trial before. I would say maybe 5 damas and 5 chambelanes, and then you and your chambelan, so that's 6 and 6, so 12. It's an even number that you can work with very easily, and it makes dances so much easier that way. So that is the last question that I'm gonna be answering. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A video. If you have your own advice to any of these questions, let us know down below. I will probably be doing a do-it-yourself centerpiece. You guys have been requesting some more do-it-yourself, and those are some of my favorite videos to film, so expect a do-it-yourself probably tomorrow. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I would love to have you, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Pero voy a robar tu beso, que te recuerde este momento.